I'm breaking my silence now because I haven't done any videos due to another project that's taking away all my time. And it's been just weighing heavily on my mind that I don't get back to YouTube and serve my audience and my viewers and anybody else that might stumble into these videos. I'm going to say a little bit about my project at the end of the video because most other people wouldn't be concerned. Let's just talk about the stuff that I see that's going on. Oops, I don't even actually have any... I actually don't even have anything up here to talk about. Let's just look at the subscriptions that I have. In the news is the earthquakes. 2 days ago there was a 6.0 something magnitude in Japan underneath Tokyo. This was not expected to produce any aftershocks. It was just one of those isolated type of quakes. And this was the cause of some concern. I mean, Tokyo is the biggest city in the world, and that's a sizable earthquake. So I think there was minor damage and just really a psychological shock to the people. Also on the same day, we have a warning that's been issued by the USGS stating that Oklahoma is due for a large quake. Now this is very bizarre and unusual because Oklahoma has never been under an earthquake warning or watch. Take your pick. I think the watch is less severe. A warning is the higher level of status. That means it's imminent. And Oklahoma, as I said a couple months ago, is not really a typical earthquake zone. And most people are saying that these earthquakes are due to problems with the hydrofracturing industry. You know, they're looking for the petroleum and gas and this and that. And what they're doing is injecting wastewater into the strata, into the bedrock underneath there, and just cracking it up and destabilizing it very, very badly. So I'm leading in the direction that this is the cause of the earthquakes in Oklahoma. Prove me wrong if you can, if you've got some scientific information there. But Oklahoma is basically getting more earthquakes than the state of California right now. So, go figure. What else is going on, of course, is the trouble in the Ukraine. And I don't know what people are thinking right now, but this is a big test case to see where it's going to go. I don't think anything in and of itself is going to be necessary unless you live in the Ukraine. There's a lot of complaints coming out of Ukraine, and I don't know exactly what's going on over there. I'm not going to believe just whatever I hear. And I think there are tensions. There are a lot of tensions, and still Russia is operating under the basis of protecting the Russian nationals. Odessa apparently is going a certain way, falling, you could say. But also Odessa has a population of Jews. And I had seen an article where it says they have to evacuate and get out of there. So it sounds a little bit like Nazi Germany. So that is also kind of a questionable thing, because that could be used for political purposes and Zionism or anti-Zionism, however you want to take it. So my take is that this is just part of the larger picture of things. There is a larger system, and we're going to have to see who hates who more, because then there's going to be alliances formed. Already we know that Russia is aligned with Iran and Syria. There was talk that I heard somebody claiming if things heat up some more in the Ukraine, then Israel is just going to invade or attack Syria outright. So they may be just waiting for that signal to use it as an excuse, or but the dangerous situation over there is the gas. There's evidence that there was sarin gas used, and this is a terrible chemical warfare, a WMD. But the big question, if they did use the sarin gas, is who actually used it? Where did it come from? And Western media would have you believe that it was Assad using the sarin gas, but actually a lot of other sources, including Russia, is explaining it differently, is that it was actually used by Al-Qaeda or one of the associated groups to use against Assad's forces, or to use it to paint Assad in the wrong way. So basically blaming it on him, setting him up. So this is possibly a false flag. What else is going on in the world? There's a bunch of things, but I don't want to talk anymore. I'm just going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm writing, and but I'll give you a disclaimer, because I don't think that video is useful in promoting books. I've never found it to be useful before. Google doesn't promote it that way, because basically Google is not Amazon. Wouldn't that be something interesting? But I'm writing a book, and if you like to read and you don't like to watch just videos, then I'm sure you'll find out about it. It's a book about history, and I'm focusing on the life and times of Franklin D. Roosevelt. That's Delano. His mother considered him more a Delano than a Roosevelt. So if you read my book, you can find out what that means. And you can also find out possibly what it has to do with the world situation today, and all this talk about World War III. So stay tuned for that, because I expect to finish writing it by the end of May this month. Thanks for listening. Leave your comments. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Rate this and share it with all your friends. Bye.